Good afternoon, I'm David. I'm responsible for software at Blackman & White. I'm going to talk to you today about ZebraCut. So ZebraCut is our plugin for Rhino 3D, which allows you to deal with all aspects of file preparation and nesting for the cutting industry. All of the Rhino plugins are named after animals, so we've just picked black and white animals. So what is ZebraCut? Well, the best way to think of it is as follows. You have a whole series of files going through your companies. There might be DXFs, there might be PDFs, there might be DWGs, there might be NTV files, there might be tangent files, there might be Gerber files, there might be HPGL, there might be NC code. All of those need to be prepared for cutting on your machine. So we use ZebraCut for that, and we use Magpie. Magpie is our nesting software. Obviously magpies are also black and white, and they make nests. And the goal is that this can then be sent to machines. So for a black and white machine, you can use the software directly. If you don't have a black and white machine, you still may be able to use ZebraCut to prepare and to nest your files, but you would need then to take a DXF file, which you can then take to whichever software is controlling your machine. Now, I want to talk to you and spend most of this presentation actually demoing the software, which I know is a dangerous thing to do, but I would like to give you live demos. I do feel it's my responsibility as a software engineer to use our software and to show you it running live. To help me do that, I want to try and get a flavour of who's in the room and what they would like to see. I'm going to do that by asking you this question. Which do you want? Which do you think is more aspirational? A JCB digger or an F1 car? Now that might seem like an odd question, but what I'm trying to get at is, are you looking for capability or are you looking for efficiency? Because I can tell you two different stories, and some of you will want to hear one and some of you will want to hear the other. The two stories I have to tell you are about preparation of your files, which we can do using ZebraCut, to manage all of the complexity, all of the things that go wrong with CNC files, CNC cutting, and how we can address that using ZebraCut. We can handle all of the complexity and move a lot of your, well, dirt, shall we say, that we often find in CNC files. The other story I want to tell you is about efficiency. Using nesting. So how can we make most use of your material, but also how can we do the cleaning up of your files as efficiently as possible. Now I'm sure you're all going to tell me that what you want is both, and those two things go together to make productivity. But as I go through, what we'll do is we'll tell you a story for each group of people. Some of you are looking for just how can we make this software work in the most quick possible way, and some of you I think will want to dig into the details of actually what complexity can we manage and how does the software work on a granular level. I'm very happy to take questions either through this presentation or in the break afterwards, or I'll be around through till Wednesday. Please do ask me. I'd love to try ZebraCut on your files and solve your problems. I would ask though, I'm going to give you a number of demos. Could we save questions till after the first two demos? So we'll just do two demos quickly, and then we can go through as many questions as you like. You can interrupt me as much as you like. I'd love to take questions, but let's just do the first two demos. So one final slide then. Depending on which camp you're in, if you're looking for efficiency, the only story you're interested in is how do I import my files, how do I prepare them, how do I nest, how do I assign the tools, and how do I cut. And that's the story that I'm going to try and tell you. The preparation and the assigning of tools can be automated. We can do that automatically for you. You don't need to worry about that. We need to set that up once, and then that can be run. So all you need to do is the import, the nesting, and the cutting. If you're in the other team, Team Digger, then you may be interested in some of the other functionality within ZebraCut. And here's a very small snapshot of some of the things that we can do using ZebraCut. We'd love to talk to you about scanning, overhead photography, template detection, material detection, importing NTV files, garment grading. We can talk about preparation by using duplicate removals, part labeling, notches, all of these things we can talk through. And Matt and the team would be very keen to talk to you about how we actually cut, knife cutting, routing, ultrasonic, inkjet, and so forth. But as I say, happy to talk about all those things, but let's get on to some demonstrations.